everyone. Today I will share with you some of the hacks that helped me get the Best PhD Student Award and also multiple job offers, including a postdoc at Harvard Medical School. Of course, everybody will tell you to get as many publications as you can. But getting a first author publication is not easy though, especially in a high impact factor journal. Remember that you are not just doing research work. You probably have to take courses, exams, seminars, and you might also have to work as a teaching assistant. So, how can you manage to get so many publications out when you have so little time for your research? Stay tuned to find out. Do not just focus on getting a single publication in a high impact factor journal. Of course, if you manage to do that, it's amazing. But what if you don't? What if you don't get results as expected? What if your experiments don't work? Especially in biological sciences, when working with living organisms, almost 80% of the time, you don't get results as expected. So always, it's a good and safe idea to have one main project which would eventually be more riskier or it would have a lot of unknowns and where you will be the only first author. This would probably also need way more time and effort. In addition, you could also have multiple other side projects where you don't have to do everything all by yourself. In these side projects, you could also involve other lab members. However, if you cannot also involve other lab members or you cannot find anyone to collaborate with, you could also do all of the work by yourself, but just at a slower pace. These side projects could be a bit routine or boring, but all you need is a good enough story for a publication. And even if your main project fails, you could quickly jump into one of your side projects and make it your main project. And luckily, if all of your projects work out well, then you end up with multiple publications. So you have nothing to lose. Speaking of side projects, how will you collaborate with other lab members on one of your side projects? Well, let's first think how your expertise can be of value to your group members. Are you routinely doing an experiment or some analysis that some of your lab members can benefit from? If yes, then just tell them that you will do it for them and make sure you get to be in their publication. Are you particularly good at something, some analysis, writing, planning, something that nobody else in your lab or department knows how to do, or they probably don't want to spend their time doing it? Then also again, you get your chance. These are also amazing examples of collaborations that you can use in your CV and job interview. When you are in the second or third year of your PhD and you have gained some momentum, hire or appoint undergraduate and master students. Most universities, at least in US and Germany, allows undergraduate students to work in labs for their research credit or for their bachelor's thesis. Master students in Germany also work for roughly 6 months in research labs to finish their master's thesis. If this is common in your university too, then find and recruit undergraduate and master students to work on some of your projects. They get to learn some essential skills, get their research credit or their thesis, and you also get some nice data. Now, initially, you might have to test the waters a little bit. You might have to train them a little bit, and during the training, you will get an idea of how much responsibility they can take. I have had experience with students who were completely hands-off. They would come up with their own ideas, troubleshoot, plan, conduct experiments, and I would only meet them probably once in a week to discuss progress and analyze data. This way, I actually got one first author and one co-authored publication. And my student also got 2 papers out of her undergrad research, and this was pretty cool for her. However, you might also get students who may not be so independent and you would probably need to monitor them daily. But it's totally worth it to interview them, test them with increasing amounts of responsibility, and then delegate them some of your research work. That way, you can run multiple projects in parallel, get more data faster. And what does that mean? More publications. I acquired $14,000 from multiple small grants during my PhD, which is again not a lot of money, but it helped me to buy reagents for many of my side projects for which my advisor didn't want to pay for. Side projects that ended up in publications. I cannot stress enough how important it is to get your own funding. You should apply for all forms of funding that you are eligible for. Money for lab work or your stipend, for field visits, for recruiting subjects, etc. And the amount of money really doesn't matter here. Any amount of money that you can get is amazing. You can put it on your CV. It demonstrates that you are acquainted with the application process for grant proposals. It demonstrates that you stepped out of your comfort zone to learn something that is extremely important. It shows that you want to be independent. These soft skills would have a huge impact on your future job applications in academia or in industry. Now, you might say that you don't have time to write a 5-page grant proposal for so little money. But let me tell you, this is probably your only opportunity to learn how to write grants. And trust me, it's not easy. You probably won't be successful with every grant application that you make. Even experienced professors have unsuccessful applications, and you have to be successfully able to write grants and get funding if you want to stay in academia. Acquiring research funding will definitely set you apart, definitely distinguish you from most other students in your university, and bring you one step closer to the Best PhD Student Award. Go to conferences, present your research, participate in science competitions. Any chance that you get to win an award or a prize or something quantifiable that you can put it in your CV, do that. I participated in virtually any academic competition that I was eligible for. I won 2 conference presentation awards, 1 public speaking award, and I also got 2 job offers directly from employers who attended those conferences. Of course, I did not win every single award that I competed for, but hey, guess what? I wouldn't have won any if I didn't participate in any of them out of my fear of losing. They increased my visibility as a researcher, boosted my CV, increased my chances of success with job application, and most importantly, pushed me one step further to the Best PhD Student Award. This is the goal of today's video. The Best PhD Student Award is just a name, and your department or institute may not even offer one. But if you want to stand out as a PhD student, you have to go out of your comfort zone. Take additional courses to learn relevant skills that you possibly cannot get from your research group. Lead side projects, get your own money, organize seminars or webinars, present your research in conferences. Put yourself out there, get yourself acquainted with all the latest and greatest in your research area. Let people know that you are not only a hardworking but also a smart working PhD student. You will probably fail in some, but you will also win some of these. And if you do all these, you are already a winner. If you like this video, please let me know in the comment section and subscribe to our channel.